What's good, y'all? Dan, tonight I'm gonna jump up on here and regale y'all with yet another hunting story. This hunting story takes place this last year, 2022, on the day before, excuse me, Christmas Eve. You know, it was cold. It was like 29 degrees during the day, 18 degrees at night. So, that's some context. So my he's walking down through the woods and he says, "Hey, there's two big old wild boar down here, two big old wild pigs down here sleeping in the mud." I'm like, "Oh, really?" And he's like, "You get down here with your rifle, So I go to the gun safe. I'm like, dang it. I get in there, get my rifle. I make sure that thing is loaded. I don't want to repeat it last time. So I go down there. First, I tell my grandfather, because he's visiting, I don't want to drive down there. I don't like to drive. So I tell my grandfather, I'm like, "Oh, Dad's got two big old boar down there, two big old boar. Can you drive me down there? He's like, "Oh, okay. Okay." And my Paul, getting his minivan, I get my rifle, before all this, as soon as my dad tells me I run, I got my pajamas on still. I run, I get my jeans on, I get a t-shirt on, and I throw just a thin jacket on. I didn't know how cold it really was outside. And my jeans had holes in the knees. And I grab my boots and stuff, get them on, and I run out there. So I'm out there. I get my grandpa's car. He drives me down there. The whole time I'm ready. I think, "Oh, I'm gonna take me down some big old wild boar. Man, I hope he rushes me. I hope I get that rush, the thrill, the kill." Man, I was ready for it. I was so excited. Yeah, I'm gonna get to take me down a big old boar again. So we're driving down there. I get there, my dad meets me. He said, "I don't know if they're so down there, but you need to get down there. One shot, one kill. Ammo's expensive." I'm like, yeah. So I start sneaking down through the brush. I get to where he says he thinks they're at. And I see them. I'm like, oh my God. Two big, beautiful, I can't tell if they're boars or sows, but they're huge pigs. And they're just, sleeping down there in the mud. They dug themselves a little hole. And they were sleeping down in the mud, just chilling, just trying to stay warm. So no matter what, I start, realizing I can make noise. Not only can I make noise, there's not a whole lot that I can do that's going to make these pigs look up and run away. I start beating on the trees, yelling. They're just like, it's cold, man. It's just too cold. I'm not getting about here. I just got toasty. I'm just like, dang, okay, I gotta do something. So I figure I'd fire a shot above them. And that gets them up. They're like, "Yo, what was that? Yo, I think that guy has a gun. Yo." And then I level it right, put the crosshairs right on that pig's lungs. And I put my AirPods in, and I put on the Beatles. The Beatles came on. I know, not really psyching me up to, the kill. They're not really killing assassin music, you figure you won't listen to some Slipknot or some Insane Clown Posse. But nah, Beatles came on. I'm just like, okay, this is what I'm going to kill them. I'm going to kill them to Strawberry Fields. Okay. So I level that crosshair right on the back of the pig's lungs, right behind his shoulders. And I sit there and steady myself. And pigs are still looking around like, when you kill somebody, when you kill something, and something trying to threaten us, and I just get that steady, boom! It goes down. It flops a little bit, and the other one's just like, what? And I get that. I just get that. I get it on there. I get it on his I get it on his lungs. Boom! He drops down. I get down there with my buck knife, and I'm just like, I'm ready to hop on the back and slit their throats if I need to. You know, I'm not stabbing them in the heart. I want that heart. I still got their hearts in my freezer. I still need to put them in some jars or something. So I rushed down the hill. Now I fired 3 times. My dad's, I hear him up at the top of the hill. GDSOB, you wasted ammunition. And he comes down, and I'm just like, and he comes down. He says, "What? 1 shot, 1 kill." I'm like, "Yeah, I put 2 bullets in him." He's like, "No, you didn't. You fired 3 times. I heard 3 shots." I'm like, "Yeah, I had to get him up somehow. Where do you want me to throw rocks?" You know. So I get down there, and we get down there, and they're dead. But I kicks them, and I got my rifle up, so I'm ready. They hop up to put some lead in them. Luckily, it didn't come to that. So we got these pigs down. We drag them down to the creek and start gutting them, getting everything that we don't want out of them, washing them off. Our hands are going numb. It's freezing cold. My knees have since gone numb. Boy, slipping down there and sneaking up to them, I was about to freeze to death. I regretted so much not wearing warmer clothes, but I had that thrill of the kill in me. I had that hunter in me. I had that primal. Nimrod the mighty hunter was I. Nimrod the mighty hunter before the Lord, except I was Samson Kearns, the mighty hunter before the Lord. So we got them and stuff, clean them up, drag them back up the bank. It's not a big deal for me. My dad's, he's a little bit tired. He was working. He had to take a little bit of break from work to help me out doing this. I appreciate him for that. But yeah, we get him down. He's like, "Oh, I got the work truck. I can't take him in the work truck." I'm like, "Oh, darn." We drove Papa's minivan here. He's like, "What? You couldn't take my truck?" I'm like, "No, I didn't want to drive that big old thing. I didn't want to drive, period." I was about to take my Ford Fiesta. But yeah, we get them down. We get them, drag them up to the top of it, drag them up the hill. I can feel it in my back. We get it up there. We get them up there. My cousin Mike comes by later with his truck and loads them up, and comes by later on and drops them off. Now we get them hung up in the skinning tree, and about a couple hours later, they were frozen solid. The Lord had given us a freezer outside. They stayed hung up for about a week until it hit about 55 degrees, and then I went out there with a buck knife and done what I like to do. And that's when I discovered I had 2 males in my hands. See, I thought we had a male and a female, but when I started looking at their skulls and stuff, I realized these are 2 males. And I'll show you how to tell the difference between a female pig skull and a male pig skull at the end of this video. The more you know. So I'm cleaning them. I get a little hungry, so I grab some Taco Bell. I meet my whatever they call it, Cholito or something. It's pretty good. I'm eating that. Got a little bit of blood on it. Hey, that's just extra seasoning. So I'm cleaning it, trying to eat. I just devour, you know, this. At the end, I start looking at it, I realize, this thing was covered in pig blood. I just ate this thing covered in pig blood, y'all. Dang, that's nasty. I was hungry, though. So I just killed that food. I didn't care what I was doing. I could have been cleaning out a porta potty. But darn, I was hungry. I didn't care it had blood on it. Yeah, I got, you know, I was so hungry that I just, in the rib cage, it makes like a, where you cut it makes like a V. I put my taco in there to hold it. I was thinking, this has to get done. I'm hungry. Y'all, I don't care. I just wiped some a little bit of blood off on my pants. I killed that taco. I killed that chilito. I killed them cinnamon twist things. Y'all, I didn't care. I killed that burrito. It had a little bit of pig blood on it. It's all right. You know, I killed it. Yeah, I was cutting up, man. Well, I cut the head off. I was cutting the, I was trimming up the head, cutting up all the unnecessary meat and stuff, because I take the heads out and boil the meat off them for trophies. So I do that. I get to the point where I'm looking at them like, this is a male skull. And, you know, I get that one done. You know, what that entails is what I first like to do is get the skin off. I get all the skin off. And basically how you do that, if you don't want to preserve the face, you just cut it right down the center, you know, and just peel it. That's basically how you have to do wild boars. You have to cut them down the back and just peel them, because the hide is so thick that, you know, it's this thick, y'all. There's a reason when you shoot them, it doesn't, you know, immediately kill them. You know, sometimes my big trophy boar, when I shot him, it was mushroomed up against the muscle of his neck like Kevlar. I was thinking, dang, that old boy was wearing a Kevlar vest out in the woods. Joe Biden was wrong. The deer and wild animals do wear Kevlar vests out in the woods. It would have been good to have some armor piercing bullets with him. I don't make those for 30-30s, unfortunately. That's the best I got, you know. I'm not no crazy person. I got my 30-30 and I got my shotgun. That serves me, and my 22. That serves me good. But yeah, back to, you know, doing the heads. So I like to, you know, peel them off, get the meat off, the skin off of there. Then I start carving the meat. Now, behind the head right here, they have a big chunk of meat. You gotta get that off. Then you gotta cut underneath their jaw and you rip their tongue and their aorta and stuff out. All right. Then you gotta work on the eyes. The eyes are really hard, but if you put forth effort and you're careful, you won't damage the socket. You know, you just take your knife and just get in there, and you rip it out. You know, I like to take my knife in there and just get it really like you know, like Jello, and then spoon it out with a spoon. You know, unless you eat the eyes, unless you eat souse meat. We don't eat souse meat off wild boars. You know, no. But yeah, that's so I get that done. Now with them, I let them hang out for about a month. You see, when you do your skulls, you want them to be a little bit stanky. You want the meat to be a little bit, you know, rotten. And they were rotten. I took them and put them in some ice bags and tied them up in our shed. And whew, when I opened them things, they were pretty rank. So I give them in the pot. I boil them. It's an all-day process. Boil them. You know. So I get them to, and you boil them, and you take them out, and you pluck the meat off. You can use your fingers or use a spoon. You can use it, and you also have to scrub it with a pad while you're doing that too, as well, if you want it to be nice and clean. So yeah, I'm doing that. Guys, it's been a long day at work. So I'm doing that. And, you know, I'm bowling. Eventually I get them done. But then you have to soak them in some bleach to whiten them up, make them look pretty. You know, because when they come out of the pot, they're going to have like burnt marks on them and stuff. And you're basically cooking the meat off. You know, you got to run the water through a stringer to make sure you get all the teeth, you know. And I'll show you what I've done with them. Now, the one line of skin, the one out, he had a really nice, beautiful, high back fin. You know, a high back fin, razorback. So I was like, I want that. You know, like Ariana Grande said, I see it, I want it, I got it. So I take my knife, get that out. I take some salt, and I get all the extra flesh off it. And I put some salt on it. Salt, you know, dry it out. And yeah, I got it on my wall right over there. Let's see there. Can y'all see that? I don't know if y'all seen that or not. Let me get up. But first of all, that's the big one right there. That's his tail. This is my bucket knife that I done it with, y'all. That's got a million deer. And this will be the room tour I'm going to do later on. All this stuff will be included in it. But that's the that right there is one of my trophies. And the next one I do, I'm gonna make a hat out of it. You know, make a nice little hat out of it. But yeah, that's my hunting story I regaled y'all with. See y'all.